Alright, so hello, it's me. I am walking the streets of Long Beach. We're about to pass a very angry seeming homeless guy. Well, not homeless guy, but maybe he's homeless, I don't know. But the reason that let's watch this. Welcome to Long Beach, right? Anyway, the reason that I'm recording this now is because I started thinking about something and I wanted to record it now. Larry is currently in surgery. He's having back surgery. He's had several back surgeries. So this is the most recent one. He was in special forces in the military and an avid athlete and a runner and taekwondo and all kinds of stuff. So he's had a lot of athletic injuries in his life. So when you get to be of a certain age, that stuff shows up. So all you athletes, take care of yourselves. But the reason that I'm talking to you today, as I'm huffing and puffing up Atlantic Boulevard in Long Beach, getting back to the hospital, I stepped out for some food, is the concept of our need as a society to label everything. As you know, Larry and I have had many labels in our relationship. First, he was the director of my graduate program, and I was a student in the program. And then we didn't know each other at all for 20 years. And then we became friends and business partners. And then we became romantically involved, and it was complicated. And we broke up, and then we were apart, and now I don't know. And a lot of people are like, oh, are you dating? Oh, what's the label? And I'm at the hospital, and they've got a little, square down there going, your designated person, and it's what's the relationship, and like, what do you put? And when Pam was in the hospital last year, and I was actually she died at home, or almost died, or whatever. She became unconscious at home, stopped breathing, and the ambulance took her in. And I get to there, and they're like, what's your relationship? And I always before this, 100% of the time said, I'm her sister. But for whatever reason, this time, I said, I'm her best friend. And because of that label, they wouldn't give me any information. And don't write me about HIPAA laws and all that. I understand the concept of HIPAA laws and the need to protect sensitive medical information. That's not what this is about. It's about the idea that we have to label something. What is my role? My role is defined by my label. So if I'm someone's girlfriend or wife, for me, wife was a big trigger label. As soon as I got the word wife slapped on me, I became a totally weird, different kind of person. I don't do well as a wife. And it's not the husband. I mean, some of it's the husband. Mostly it's just me. Whatever that label is, it doesn't work for me, which I need to rethink. But like daughter, or like yesterday is Father's Day, right? And I started thinking about what's a father and what's a dad and a stepdad, and is your child only your child if you give birth to them, an adopted child? And then, like, was Pam my sister? It's like, we human beings are hysterical. Do animals, other animal species, label everything? And it's like, well, this is my baby daddy, Jupiter could say, right? And I understand the need for labeling because it's a shorthand communication technique that we use to save ourselves a lot of words. But it also limits us. I am not labeled by my gender as a female. I am not labeled by my occupation as a writer. I'm not defined, let me rephrase that. I'm not defined by those things. They are descriptors. And too often we become so identified with our descriptors that we lose sense of who we are. Like the, I'm assuming schizophrenic person back there yelling angrily in his pajamas. I am labeling him as having a mental illness because he's yelling at something that I can't see. But is that really the case? Maybe he sees more than I can't see because he's more evolved. I don't know. So I guess today I would challenge you all to look at your roles, look at the label.